Most of you don't realize this. The devil only uses 3 strategies against you. 2 attacks your identity. 1 attacks your human desires. If you don't understand this, your success will become the very thing that destroys you. I recommend that after this video, you go read Matthew chapter 4, verse 1 to 11. Just go read it and let God show you something. But we about to go deep into that today. Matthew chapter 4 is not just history. It's a blueprint of how the enemy attacks every high-level individual who carries influence, purpose, and assignment. Jesus had just been affirmed by God. This is my son, my beloved son, in whom I am well pleased. Right after that, he gets led by the Holy Spirit into the wilderness. Now, what's about to take place in the wilderness is very important. If you are the Son of God, turn these stones into bread. This wasn't about bread. Okay. It was about proving himself. The devil wanted Jesus to prove himself to him. The devil knew who Jesus was. Jesus knew who he was, but he wanted Jesus to use performance to validate his identity. And this is what happens to people who rise fast. Success without identity turns into performance addiction. I gotta perform, I gotta perform, I gotta perform, I gotta perform, I gotta prove myself, I gotta prove myself, I gotta perform. There is nothing left of you. You start proving, you start showing whatever you got, you start flexing, you start pleasing people. You start living for approval instead of assignment. You start defining yourself by productivity, what I've been able to do, instead of purpose, what you've been called to do. But Jesus responded, man shall not live by bread alone. The translation, I don't live by performance. I live off what God already said about me. That's identity. If you're the Son of God, throw yourself down. The enemy said, perform again. Prove yourself again. Tell God to validate you on my terms. When you do not know who you are, you chase validation. You chase validation from people, from platforms, from relationships, from achievements, from applause. This is real, y'all. You throw yourself off metaphorical cliffs, hoping the angels of people's praise catch you. But Jesus answered, do not put the Lord your God to the test. Meaning, I don't need extra validation when I already have my identity in God. High-level individuals, they crumble when they forget this. This one is different. The devil stopped saying, if you are the Son of God. Why? Because identity wasn't working. Jesus was so firm in his identity, who God says he is, that it wasn't working. But here's where the third temptation comes. When the devil has tried your identity and it's not working, he comes for your desires. He takes Jesus to the highest points and shows him the kingdoms. things we desire, wealth, power, influence, fame, glory, whatever it is that our human heart desires. Not saying these things are bad, but when they are corrupted, they are bad. Then he says, I will give you all of this if you bow. This is the temptation that destroys the strong. Not identity, compromise. Letting go of their rules, their morals, their standards, their values for some gain. Compromise. The devil says, you can have anything you want, but just loosen your morals. Just bend a little. Just lower your standards. Just one compromise. Just one bow. That's it. Just one bow. Many start pure, but when momentum hits, that's when the devil takes them to higher places and starts whispering, you can have more if you just let go of what God said. Jesus responded with the only answer that breaks desire-driven temptations. Worship the Lord your God only. You see, identity anchors you, but your worship, where your heart is, that keeps you uncorrupted. Some of you have made it far. Money, upgrades, influence, all of that. But spiritually, you've never felt further from God than you do now. Because this part of life, it reveals whether your success is built on identity or performance, calling or validation, purpose or your worldly desires. If the devil can't break your identity, he will target your desires. If he can't corrupt your desires, he'll come for your identity again. This is why many high achievers lose themselves. They rise without roots. When identity is secure, desires can't control you. When worship is pure, compromise cannot buy you. When purpose is clear, validation cannot move you. Jesus did not overcome because he was strong. Jesus overcame because he was anchored. And you will too, once you know who you are, who sent you, and who you belong to. I appreciate you for watching this video. I hope this video blesses you. I hope this video renews your mind. And remember this. Do not live a life by default when Christ has given you the power to live one by design. My name is JHR, and this right here, this is Purpose with JHR. Live life. If you want to work with me on identity, alignment, and who God actually called you to be, everything you need is in the description. My coaching, my programs, and the ways you can grow deeper are listed there also. So, move when you're ready.